Rumble. There we go. Looks like we're all good here. I think so, yeah. Update those. Good. Good. Turn myself up a little bit. All right. There we go. Welcome, Rewinders, and people that just want to work on their own projects. Well, I'm working on mine. Let's do it together, guys. I know it's a thing because I experience other people doing that type of thing. But anyway, my name is Francisco. Welcome to Retro Round Pod, where I'm going to be working on Junkyard Juggernauts Rule Book, which is Junkyard Juggernauts is a game I'm currently designing, a board game I'm designing. I'm going to spend this Friday and probably next working on the rule book. I'm making this push to try to finish this game by the end of January, so I could get the final printed prototype done, a play test, maybe send it out to people to review, or blind play test, really. Part of me wonders, and I'm just talking out loud now, if how much blind play testing it needs. I've done so many play tests with it, but maybe I've gotten callous to the chinks in the armor, so to speak, and it's actually like there's things that do need to be made clear, or a lot more clear. I mean, I feel like the main game is good. It's where I want it to be. You are well done. But that doesn't mean other people will be able to understand it if I'm not like there instructing, hey, do this. Thank you for the heart, my love. So that the blind play testing is the next stage, and that's where you give the game to someone or a group of people, say, hey, play this, let me know how it goes. It'd be great if I could watch them play it, see, sort of get a sense for where things don't make sense or whatnot. But yeah, that's the next stage. I'm trying to get to that point. I was there like 6 months ago, no, 5 months ago, and I had this drastic change to this overhaul in the whole systems of the game. So that sort of cascaded to a lot of rework, and now I'm finally back. Better though. I think it's way better. I've gotten so much better feedback about it. To where I believe the game wants to be, but and where I think God wants the game to be, but still want to make sure things make sense. So we'll just go through. I'm just gonna skim through this to sort of see what's here in the rule book so far. The table of contents is not correct. I need to update it. Let's see if I update it, what does it even do? Table of contents. Give me an update here. No, not that. Not the title. Let's see it. Update. Okay, that's a little closer, but the pages aren't going to be correct because I haven't done all the sections correct, so it's going to be weird. But I'll go through this. So on this, what's it going to have here? Why don't I have? I forget. I was going to have something on this. So I have the overview and how to win, and I was going to have something else on. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how best to point. Okay, here we go. On this page, I'm not quite, hey, Bobo, not quite sure what to do. So I had it in my head a while ago, but now I've since forgotten. So maybe we put some Paul's art there. I don't know at this point what could go there. There's a reason I moved the table of contents from the page where all this stuff is to the cover, which I was thinking about that. I'm like, you know what, for a rule book, you don't want to have to open it up just to figure out where to go. It'd be nice to have all the stuff right there. You just get the rule book out and it's right there. Okay, this is where I had to go for this. Anyway, so we have the overview of the game, how to win, some rule keys. This one that's teal, that's the solo rule variants, are indicated in the seal area. I've found that I've had like maybe one of these because the solo rules, there's not much difference in solo play, but anyway. So then I have this, all the components listed out right here, a little thing of Hobart, just to add some flavor. And there's these little call outs with the characters throughout. We have the setup. how to set up the game. We have the two twins, Riviera and Malcolm there. I'm still looking for a place to put Saffron. But yeah, game setup, game board setup, and then the player setup. Then the how to play starts with the salvage phase, some of Paul's awesome art of the junkyard, the build phase on the other side, how to build your juggernaut. Then the meat of the game, freeing the land, how you can travel, doing the camp actions. Okay, this is something where I actually need to make a quick change, because I have down here in Patrol the Bounds. Patrol the bounds. Suspecting this place will be attacked, you decide to safeguard by patrolling its boundaries. A good thing, you find a beast. Let me capitalize beast, because I'm using capital B in other places. So let's do that. Flip over, and then this is essentially what you should do, but I am having sections down here in combat. The combat section for combat steps. Or let's see, the combat section actually starts up here, combat. But the sort of combat setups are here, and I have this one for beasts. So I think I need to just reference this page, which I'm not going to change. Like, I'm using this convention of wherever I know I want to reference something else. Let's see if I can find one of these. Of course I can't find it. Well, I have this convention where I'll say PG period and then capital X, as in referencing where that this is gonna. Oh, here's a place. So I have this convention of page XX essentially, and that way I can go through and do a find and replace at the end and be like, okay, so everything's where it's supposed to be. Okay, so now here's where I'm referencing this. Okay, so where is that? What page number is it actually? Okay, go find it. Okay, come back, fill it in. And do that for all these. And so I think what I need to do is go back up to this setup part, or no, freeing the land for camping and patrolling the bounds. And all this is part of, okay, this is great, because then this would give me a great place to put Saffron. Okay, so what I need to do is patrol the bounds. Okay, so instead of all this, which is already taken care of in that setup section, I'll just say, I'll just do this. Proceed to combat setup for beasts, or what do I call it? Because I should match the same thing. Anyway, I haven't asked you, Ashley or Baba, how have your weeks been? How are your Fridays? How's your week in general? Anything fun? Is fun having a little bit back and forth with you earlier, Baba, on the Cellcast stream. Okay, so I call this setup beast. Okay, setup beast. So let's go back. Oh no, I've misaligned all this stuff. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, because I just essentially I removed a lot of space, and all these text boxes are linked. So if you delete part of one, it flows to the next one, and there's this cascade, which is helpful if you're trying to fill in lots of text blocks and you want them to all be sort of the same line height, and it's a good thing. It just causes this type of issue sometimes, which we can mitigate with just some line breaks. But all right, so proceed to combat setup, combat, and then I'll say combat, comma, setup beast on page XX. Okay, so now I know I need to come back here and reference that. Okay, so now here we're going to do this, one of these things, move that down all the way, and so now these are all aligned again. And now we can go get Saffron, who I have from a previous version right down here. I'm gonna grab her and this and the text, Control X. And yeah, all this now can just be deleted because this is all old version of the game. That doesn't mean anything anymore. I think this can be deleted too. And this. All right, so delete all that. We freed up another page. That's something I've been trying to really do with this rework of the rule book, is with this whole new system, is hoping to make make things more streamlined. And I did have like 3 of these combat things, one for beasts, one for Junkholms, one for the warlord, and I think I've been able to consolidate into one. There's a little bit more that I need to do with this one, but I love that I was able to get it down to essentially one that covers pretty much every scenario. Okay, so let's go back to here. We're gonna put saffron down here. The saffron, move it down here. And now we're going to make this. I know from other ones, it needs to be from the middle, 24.1 millimeters. And then I need to bring this in like 3. Whoops, wrong way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, now it's consistent with the others. I need to add saffron, the name up here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Saffron. And then this is going to be the style of flavor text. Let's see, flavor to text, there we go. And then make this a little bit bigger, this text box. All right, saffron. So let's take a moment now that I have this here, and well, I'll adjust to where it should be. Okay, let's put it right there at that part of her boot. Okay. So now I'm going to go through, and for all these sections where it's these callouts, I want to actually make it so that it's correct. Because like this one where it says Saffron's thirst for wisdom and affinity for fire magic has focused her ability to deal damage. That was a reference to one of her special abilities from a previous iteration where each character had their unique specials on their card, as opposed to these specialization cards that I've since made, where you can have a different type of specialization each play. So this, and that's the case for all these characters. So I need to make them a little bit more paired with their charges, which charges are I use the little lightning bolt symbol. So that type of charge, not like charge like who you're in charge of. Good evening, Dale. How's your week been? Hopefully well. Anything you're looking forward to this weekend? Is it tomorrow morning when you usually do your, is it Deliverance Crew? Is that what it's called? Where you go hand out cans and food to people. Anyway, let's go back through and read these. Okay, so Hobart. I think some of these I've fixed already, but I don't think I've done them all. Hobart. First in line to the throne of Galmany. Hobart's connection to wind magics grants him the ability to quickly shock his adversaries. Okay, does he still have that ability? Yeah, because that's his shock charge effect. But will his desire for speed lead to his downfall? Dun dun dun. Okay, so that one's good. I approve of that. Okay, Riviera. I think this is the other one I've done. Riviera, born with a heart for adventure at sea. Riviera is connected with the water magics of Galmany. I didn't realize that rhymed. Grasping her rust effect may turn the tide of battle. See, I'm trying to work in like, because she's water, turn the tide. See what I did there? I'm hilarious. Very, very clever. Oh yeah. But grasping her rust effect, maybe utilizing. I think that's utilizing her rust effect may turn the tide of battle. Okay, good. So that one's good. Malcolm, though twins with Riviera, Malcolm is much more grounded. See, because Earth magic, being attuned to Earth magics of the land. But his meekness beguiles a venomous bite, and so he has a his charge is doing an envenom, applying an envenom effect on someone, which makes them essentially do less damage, between 1 and 6 less damage. Well, actually more than that. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so Malcolm's good. Approve Malcolm. Oh, I didn't bring in this part though. I just realized the little ribbon I have for him, it's not in like the others. So let's make that better. 1, 2, 3. I think that's closer. Detungsten beguiles. Won't belies make more sense? Well, I looked up beguiles and it made sense, but maybe belies. Let me look up what belies means. No, I want this. Here we go. But belies may be right. Thank you, Detungsten. How are you doing? How's your week been? Belies. Let's look. To give false representation or misrepresent. To show to be false. Show to be false. No, that's not really. So beguile is a little bit better than, because I don't want. He's not really lying, I don't think. To deceive by guile or charm. So that's kind of the same, but to distract the attention of or divert. That's more what I'm thinking when I think of beguiles. To derive some by guile or deceit, cheat. No, not quite that. So I guess I guess you could interpret it that way, but I think I'm gonna stick with beguiles, because belie seemed like it didn't have a good one. To show to be false, convict to show to be false. Yeah, they're all sort of that way. So at least beguiles had one definition that sort of worked. But okay, so I'm good with Malcolm. Thank you though for the suggestion, Detungsten. And yeah, guys, I'm curious. I'm doing this as, I call this a work with me stream, but I mean, I don't know if you guys have your own projects that you want to work on. I know Friday night's not the time most people think, oh, let me work on this back burner project I have. But I will probably stop talking here in a bit, unless you have questions, then I'll just talk. But I debated doing a whole Pomodoro where I'm just like focused and not talking through anything. I'm just like typing. Excuse me, and working through stuff for 25 minutes, then come back to you guys and we talk for 5, go back. But if I was doing like an extended stream of this, like 3 hours or something, I would do that. But since this is, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe I'll push 2 hours. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I figured that didn't make sense for this. Anyways, good to check. Yeah, absolutely, Detungsten. But yeah, if there are projects that you guys are working on, Baba, I'm curious, are you working on, or still, are you working on a podcast or trying to get a podcast launched? That's something I think you had mentioned to me a while ago. Detungsten, do you have any software stuff you're trying to write? Dale, do you have any personal projects that you like to work, that you're working on? Okay, so Dale says, this week was all right. Tomorrow or in the morning, I will be helping with Deliverance Crew. Okay, so I did remember that name right. Hey, not food items. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I will do this weekend. Okay. Apparently, I need to sleep. Jeez, please. just started the stream like 19 minutes ago, Francisco. Can't be asleep. Detungsten says, I might get back to working on the game. Oh, really? What game are you working on? Wait. No, I was about to say, was it that snake one? But no, that was you streaming. That is not your game. That was someone else's game. At least I don't think it was your game. But yeah, what type of game are you working on? Okay, where were we? We're down here trying to do Saffron. Okay. Saffron says, the youngest mage in here, Saffron's thirst for wisdom. Thirst for wisdom, comma, and affinity for fire magics, comma. Let's see. So she does this burn effect. So how can we work that in? Let's see. Affinity for fire magics. Gives her discernment to burn bridges. Is kind of what I'm thinking about in my head. How can I craft that into something that makes sort of sense? Like when and when not to burn bridges. But that's more relational. Because the whole thing with the fire owl is, so each spirit spirit guard. I need to think of like a term for them. Spirit guardian is kind of right, but spirit animal isn't right. Spirit. Spirit. Did I say spirit guardian already? Yeah, I think I did. Spirit. Cardinal spirit. Cardinal spirit. I like that because they're in 4 directions, kind of. Well, not really that, but cardinal spirit. I like that. I should write that down so I don't forget it. You guys remember for me, cardinal spirit. But there's 4 cardinal spirits in Galmany. There's the fire owls, the forest rays, the sea foxes, and the bolt rams. And so they each possess, most times in like magic systems or fantasy, you have like one spirit is like one trick pony. They represent one thing. In Greek mythology, you have more of a crossover of different gods represent different things. But for the cardinal spirits, I'm thinking, okay, so for the fire owl, it's both passion and wisdom, which you don't usually think of those two together. Usually you think someone's passionate, they just go with their heart, they're gung-ho, they just do things, shoot from the hip. They don't have a lot of wisdom to it. But I thought that was an interesting merging because owls are thought of as being wise and whatnot. So I was trying to do those sort of juxtapositions in each of them. Let's see. Dale says, how was your week? So Sunday sort of started off challenging. We did an estimate for something and it sort of threw us for the loop, and I'm just praying for God to show up in a great way to get us through that situation. If you want to ask me personally about it, I can do that. I'm not going to share details on stream though. Let's see. But other than that, the week was been pretty good. Just been working. Trying to think if there's anything specific that was cool this week. We did our first podcast back. That was fun. Getting to do Father of the Bride with Paul, of course, and Ashley and Nate Henderson. So that was fun. I've edited most of that, the core episode, together. I think what I ended up deciding to do for the pixel art is probably like a hot dog package with like 4 pulled out. I don't know how that's gonna read, but I like the concept of that because that's such a memorable moment in that movie. Let's see. D-Tung says, I was remaking NES Gradius and Game Maker for practice. Oh, that's cool. I'm not sure if I'll get back to that or work on something else. Oh, okay. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, exactly. Dale says, ability to deal damage. Well, they all have the ability to deal damage, but each of them has their own status effect that they can apply to their opponent. For Saffron, it's burn. So a burn essentially will deplete every time her opponent takes an action. Essentially, does an attack. They will lose 1 metal, 1 hit point. If you want, if you're trying to sort of think about it a different way, they'll lose one piece of their juggernaut. Is another way to think about it. For each burn charge on them for each limb they have. So essentially they're losing 4, if they have 4 limbs, they're losing 4 life or 4 HP, 4 metal each time they take an action if they're burned. So it's pretty bad. You can do okay with 1, but if you have 2 on you, 2 burns or more, you're just like, you're wrecked with damage. So something discern when a spark is needed versus an inferno. I don't know. Feeling for fire magics has let's see, the youngest thirst for wisdom, and feeling for fire magics helps her to discern when burn, and when to immolate. No, that doesn't make sense. When fire is needed. How about when to fight fires, and when to make them? When to, I don't like make. What's some more like, has more punch than just make? When to fight fires, and when to not just cast them, when to bring them about, when to throw them, when to fight fires, and when to not destroy them. You're not destroying the fire. When to bring them about. Oh, ignite. When to, that's great, T-Tungsten. When to ignite them. Not ing. Ignite them. Ignite them. Perfect. Thank you. Yes, ignite. Not instigate. Saffron Dale says, sending Saffron to the Spirit Garden might prove to be the wrong move. You might end up with a 90 proof engineer. So that's funny, Dale. There was a eatery, a restaurant here locally. They've since either changed owners, changed names, or both. But it used to be a pizza restaurant called Rock. I think it's just called Rock, and it is wood-fired pizza and spirits. And so I was thinking, why are they wood-firing their spirits? That doesn't make sense. Obviously, it's wood-fired pizza, comma, and spirits, but they didn't have the comma, so it sounded like wood-fired pizza and wood-fired spirits. Learn to use your commas. So that made me think of spirits. 90 proof Imagineer. That's right. Never saw the movie, only the Spencer Tracy movie. Of the Father of the Bride. All right, guys. Awesome. So now we have that. I think the only last one we have is the Warlord. Also, there's this weird thing on this. Yeah, what is it? Oh, there's just some artifact, but on this that it looked like there was a weird, like a little cut in the red line, but it's fine. It's just, I think it was a nothing burger. Okay. So we'll continue. We'll go sort of. Yeah, no, I know the Warlord one's fine. So we'll go back through here. So yeah, build phase, free the land phase. We upload patrolling the bounds to just be that. Let me read through this one more time just to make sure I'm not referencing something else in the setup so I can just get rid of here. Okay. Once all players have traveled, players complete one of the map actions below. Complete, augment, meet, or patrol in their travel turn order. Complete a quest. You have come to the end of a side mission, so whatever is needed on your quest card to achieve your... side mission. That should be a period. Because I just ran right past that. Do whatever is needed. Let's put this on the next line. Do whatever is needed on your quest card to achieve your A or B choice. Augment your Juggernaut. Augment your Juggernaut. Pause your journey to rest and fine-tune your Juggernaut's magical machinations. A semi-selfish act. Oh, and then I want... no, I guess that makes sense. A semi-selfish act causing corruption. Roll 2d6 and subtract one result from the other. The difference becomes the number of points to add to the metal in your limbs. Oh, I just realized you guys can't read that very well. There we go. That's a bit better, I think. Yes. Your limbs, that is right there. For rolling, for example, rolling a 5 and 2 would garner you 3 metal. 5 minus 2 is 3. Advance the metal in your limbs track by 3 or multiple limb tracks by a sum total of 3. Move your fuel cube up 2 spaces. Add corruption as outlined overnight corruption creep. Yep. which I think I have that. Or oh yeah, next page. So I could probably just put next page for that. On next page. Optionally, switch any one limb in your Juggernaut with the card in your hand. So this is a section I need to write. Upgrading your Juggernaut. I don't have that. No comma, no sense. Exactly, Baba. Meet the locals, whether it's free. Oh, by the way, Baba, did you look and see if there was one of those days that you'd be able to play test, or is it still too up in the air? And that's fine. I'm not trying to pressure any of you to play test. If you guys have your own lives, your own schedules, I totally get it. Just let me know. Let's see. Options, meet the locals, whether it's in an enslaved city or beginning a quest, engage with whatever unique. So this is something I'm thinking. What do you guys think of this? I've been using this term map marker for a long time now, and a lot of streams and a lot of things to indicate. Let me go to the map to indicate essentially on these circle markers on the map, hence map marker. But I was listening to someone else talking about board games, and they use to talk about places on a map, locations. I'm like, why don't I just use the word locations instead of map markers? Map markers, location. Okay, it's the same number of syllables, so maybe I'm not saving myself that much, but I think it ends up being a little bit less in terms of word length to say locations. And I think that's just a word that I think will resonate with people a bit better cognitively than map marker, and have you remember, okay, what's the map marker again? As opposed to locations. The only thing I worry about with locations is I have like locations on the map that aren't like a place to go to. Like Lava Sands is a place. Bolt Ram Range is a place. Blight's Bog, not blog, is a place you go through. Lamb's Lake is a place that's just on the map. It's a location, but you don't go to it. It's just to give flavor to this map. So I don't know. You like locations? Yeah. I sometimes go to locations. That's good, Bob. I'm glad you go to locations sometimes. Oh my word. Let's see what else. So you like landmarks? Oh, so landmarks also has kind of the same connotation that I worry about, because Lamb's Lake, a lake is a landmark. I have these sort of parts of the map that I'm thinking will be a future quest with an expansion. Like you'll get a sticker and put it on this spot that like connects with one of these. Like a road will go from here to like Fixer's Ferry or something, or some other way to get there, and that's how to get to like this location or these bones, or I'm thinking of putting like a wrecked ship out here at sea, or some cove or something. This forest, I feel like I could put something in. These mountains, or maybe like yeah, I feel like there's other places throughout here that I could put things. That you get a sticker, you put it on for this expansion. Now you have access to, if you play with the expansion, you can go to those places for quests. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So landmarks works, could work. Let's see, go to the landmarks. Yeah, to me, maybe it's just the way I think about it, landmarks sounds much more like geographical locations as opposed to places. Like I don't think of a city as a landmark. You can't think of parts in a city as a landmark, but I don't think of a city itself as a landmark, if that makes sense. Hey, Cool Deluxe. Maybe underground, like Heroes of... So no, I'm totally Cool Deluxe. I was telling one of my friends yesterday, I had lunch with him. He said like what ideas you have for expansion. So my current plan for expansion, you like locations too. Okay, yeah, I think I may just do a search and replace. These are called, let's see, do I use the term map marker? And well, I had to open up the actual map to see. I think I use the term map marker in this on the board, which right now that's not a huge change or anything. It's not gonna like wreck me to have to change it there. But I think Yeah, I think location just makes more, is the least cognitive load for what you're looking at. Because yeah, I think this is the location. Yeah, all these can make sense as locations. The quests are the only ones that is like a little like, is that a location? I guess. But if I'm describing locations are the, let's see, what do I say in my setup? Or let's see, I think I say in Free the Land, okay, travel. Player with the highest speed, yeah, it goes there, okay. On your turn, move your standee to a location within a distance, no greater, okay. So I think if I just say location, the circle icons on the map, the colored icons on the map, I think then I'm golden. I can just go with that. Okay, so expansions. Some locations are smelly. Are they, Bobo? Oh, good. By the way, Cool Deluxe, I was asking everyone, like, what are you working on? Is there something you're working on? Well, I work on this. I feel like I'm so chatty that how can you guys like focus on your guys' work if you're working on projects? But to answer your question about, or what, you didn't really have it as a question, but in for an expansion idea, if I look at the map, I'm thinking of having essentially 4 locations, each represented by I don't know if I'd make a different deck necessarily, but where'd my map go? Okay, so I have my map here. Actually, let me read the Warlord's little flavor text, and then this will open up this will sort of expand on my expansion idea. So the Warlord is this androgynous, essentially like a almost more spirit in physical form than an actual like human warlord, but not much is known about this evil. Some think the warlord is a lady from the swamps of Icebelly, or perhaps a vassal lord to the prince of Skymist. So I have these places that I'm introducing here: Icebelly, Swamp, and Skymist. And so what I'm thinking is, for the expansions, there's going to be a place to the east of the west, not the east. So if this is the west side of Galmany, over here, where sort of Headstone, you would get to it from Headstone, or through maybe more of the mountains of Raise Hutch. Path leads over here to this swamp, but the thing is the swamp is frozen. And so it's like this weird, like, because you usually think of swamp as like humid and muggy, hot, but I thought it'd be a cool sort of here's the word again, juxtaposition, to have a swamp that's frozen. And so it still has like swampy creatures, but they're all like ice creatures instead of the typical like rainforest type creatures. So there's that. Sky Mist, and in one of these quests I allude to this ship fell from the sky. And so I'm thinking there's actually like you can go into the sky and there's these dungeons. There's one in Icebelly Swamp. Think of it as dungeons. Icebelly Swamp, Sky Mist, this sort of sky realm, underground, which is why you bring this up. Cool Deluxe made me think of it. Underground, there's dungeons that you can access, and then also I'm thinking either in the water, maybe underwater. There's like, I don't know if it'd be an underwater kingdom or something, but something like that. So how you would represent that is, at least what I'm thinking now, is you essentially take a mix of both the draw pile cards, new quest cards, maybe some special loot cards or some special location cards for each of those. And if you're going to go there, you randomly flip over cards to sort of move your path through, or maybe it's more abstract. You're just going to fight. Okay, here's a beast, I'm fighting it. Here's the next beast, I'm fighting it. Oh, I found a quest. I found a treasure. And then you're trying to get to, you have like a goal place that you're trying to get to for this location. And then if you get there, you complete something. I don't know. I haven't thought that far through. I'm just thinking of how.
My name ain't Roy.
How that would work in a way. But yeah, so underground is one of the ideas I have for expansion location. Okay, D-Tongue says a location I like is the castle. Oh my gosh. How dare you bring that unmovie into this, D. Tungsten? I'm looking for obscure TV shows on YouTube. Oh, okay.
My name ain't Roy.
Stop it with the Roy. AI stuff is we're working on. Very cool. Cool Deluxe. Dale says, but the map marker points to the location or highlights that locale. I mean, yes, but I think still location is a better name for what the map marker is. Because if you say map marker, I feel like that doesn't... You have to think about that a little bit to be like, oh, okay, map marker, map marker. Okay, these are the map markers. Whereas if you say location, it's like, okay, yeah, all these spots on the map are the locations I go to. I just think it's quicker to pick up. Let's see. Your other east? Yeah, exactly. The west, yes, northwest, exactly. We gotta go northwest. Dale says, the wicked Roy Lord of the Waste. Oh my gosh, Dale. Baba says, if I typed royal, will that trigger something? Yep, sure does. Yeah, any sort of combination of ROY and in that arrangement will give you the name ain't Roy. Okay, so back to it. So we got that, we got that.
My name ain't Roy.
Wow, D-Tungsten. We got that. Okay. So I think the next part I want to... I was looking through this. Oh yeah. So let me do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I may change my mind later, but I think this is the right call. So map marker with location. So we're gonna find all those. Okay, we got 32 results.
My name ain't Roy.
Well, let's see how if this breaks it. Hopefully not. Royal Fly. Oh my gosh, cool deluxe. Replace all. All right, cool. I think that we'll just do.
My name ain't Roy.
Scan here. Coy de Roy. Oh my gosh. Quick scan here. I do have it so that there is supposed to be a time limit on those. So you can't just spam Roy like Paul did that one time. We are 5 years old. Helen, oh my gosh. So you can't just spam them one after another, but or at least you can type in ROY, but it shouldn't do it. I mean, for the same person, I don't have it for a globally. So if you all decide to go one after the other, I suppose you could get Roy, or my name ain't Roy over and over again. But who wants to listen to that? Okay, let me go back. Just seeing if anything's all of a sudden misaligned because of that change. Okay, that looks fine. These look fine. Okay, cool. The next part I wanted to work on was getting some screenshots for Lava Road, Blight's Bog Road, and Galmany Junkyard. So let's do that. Okay, so we had... Whoops, don't need that. We'll make a new window. Right over here. Tabletopia. Workshop. Junkyard Juggernauts. 1 to 4 player test. This Sunday, I'm gonna be doing another playtest. Unless I forgot like Cool Deluxe or someone else, I'm anticipating it's gonna be a solo playtest. But if any
my name ain't Roy,
decide, hey, I really want to play this Sunday, then let me know and we can make it happen. But I went to get some oh my gosh. So, Cool Deluxe, do you recall where that movie clip is coming from? I feel like it's one of those movies that we watched growing up enough that you probably do, but maybe you don't. So I'm just curious if you're like, maybe that just sounds vaguely familiar or something. I don't Okay. Okay. So I want to get some screenshots. So we're gonna go first off, Lava Road.
My name ain't Roy.
Maybe I should watch some Conan the Destroyer. Wow. Okay, screenshots. New. We're gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is try to get the whole thing like that. Sort of centered. I just worry that people are going to think that the monastery is a part of it, but it's not. Well, I mean, it says Lava Road right there. So, and this actually, this scene, this location, I think will give people context for like, okay, look for that. Okay, Lava Road's right next to it. So we'll do that. So we'll save. And this will be, this is...
My name ain't Roy.
This is part of camping. And this is Lava Road. Okay. Let's see. D-Tunk says Godzilla vs. Destroya or something. I don't think that's a movie, D-Tunkson. But nice try. Okay, let's get, got many junkyards right here, so we'll get that. Okay, new. And we'll just go from here to there. And save. And camp. And this is...
My name ain't Roy.
Junkyard. But to answer your question, I don't know what Roy. Oh, okay. So it's from. Do you ever remember watching Quickly Down Under? Cool. It's from that. So in the movie, there's this. So Tom Selleck's character is named Matthew Quigley. He goes down to Australia. This woman he sees down there thinks that he is her husband who's come back for her, and her husband's name was Roy, so she calls him Roy over and over again, and he says, my name ain't Roy, it's Matthew Quigley. And so that's where that clip comes from. The whole Roy thing comes out of our episode covering Quickly Down Under. And now it's a running gag, much to my chagrin. Told Womp Queen it was time for lights out, hoping that actually happens. Me too. Ashley, thank you for doing that.
My name ain't Roy.
Oh, I remember that. Okay, yeah. Oh, so that is an actual movie, D-Tungsten. Okay, I stand corrected. And it's called Destroya, not Destroyer. It's Destroyo? Destoroya, I guess. Remember when you actually didn't want to sleep? I know, right? What? Well, let's see. No, I guess there's probably a time where I didn't really want to sleep all that much, but I remember liking sleep well enough, so. But yeah, I appreciate that there are.
My name ain't Roy.
That's kind of the Japanese way of saying destroyer. Oh, okay. So is it actually in English though? Is it actually destroyer? Did I save this? I'm pretty sure I saved this. Okay. Now I need Blight's Bog, which I think is Ken that when he was playing here last, he called it Blight's Blog, and I'm like, now I'm doing that. Thanks a lot, Ken. By the way, Cool Deluxe, thank you so much for saying how you didn't like me touching your pieces when you were playing, because that's really stuck with me. I'm like, okay, don't do that. And I will watch older videos if I'm trying to remember, okay, when this person played, what was the rule set they were playing with, and I'm just watching myself just like mess with all their pieces. I'm like, oh my gosh, Francisco. So thank you for calling me out on that. Let's see. Dale says, sounds more like Chevy Chase. In the clip? Really? I mean, I'm so used to it and hearing Tom Selleck say it that I guess I don't hear Chevy Chase, but that's interesting. It's spelled that weird way in the English title. Really? Oh my gosh. Cool X. Oh, no problem. Good. Cool. Okay. Screenshot, Francisco. New. And we'll try to get this part. Blights blah. See, I did it again. Actually, I want to get some of the more of the brigand camp in that. So let's do this again. Go for this and like that. I think that's well, I want the Blights bog in it, Francisco. Come on now. Think, Francisco. Think. Okay. All right. Well, oi. Let's try this again. Oh, did that? No, I don't have the bog in it. Need the toboggan or something. All right, here we go. This is the one. This is it. I know we can do it. Here we go. Boom. There we go. Got the whole path. Blights bog. Okay. Save that. Right here. Oh, this is going to be Blights bog. I had no idea, guys. When you look at like an instruction manual for a game, I don't think I had any idea how much goes into writing something like this. I'm not a technical writer at all. I know that's a whole job discipline. I imagine D-Tungsten and Cool Deluxe, you guys probably do some of that for your works. Is not what I was put on this earth to do. I'm doing my best, but yeah, it's just hats off to the people that do this for their living. I mean, that is amazing. I guess this isn't technically technical writing per se, but there's some component of that. Blights bog, save. Okay, close that, minimize that. Let's see. Cool Deluxe says, so where is the pit of despair on the map? I don't have a pit of despair. I have a hill of despair. Obvi. Let's see if I can bring it back up. The hill of despair. Come on, move. Hill of despair is right here. See the hills with the skull? Hill of despair. Oh yeah, I got you covered. Pit of despair. Don't even think. Don't even think of trying to escape. Let's see. Dale says maybe it's the speed, the quota slogan. Maybe I could see that, Dale. D-Tungsten. I have ChatGPT write all your technical writing. Oh, okay. Oh, easy peasy. Cool Deluxe, dude. I have to do technical writing for my work. It's a pain in the exactly. My least favorite job to ever. I totally get that, Cool Deluxe. Dale says, but there you are doing it. What was I doing? Baba says, fun fact, my degree is in professional and tech. Really, Baba? Oh, I had no idea. That's crazy. And Cool Deluxe says to D-Tungsten, yep, AI is so helpful now for all that stuff. All right, let's done with that. All right, let's add in these pictures. They're worth 1,000 words. This lava road one's not gonna be great. I hate that it's so vertical compared to the other ones. So we'll try this. See, we'll have to finagle. Replace image with lava road. Okay. We want text to wrap around these images on the largest side. Give it a span of 3 millimeters to the right. Okay, so lava roads. Okay, and let's make it go to frame, and let's see, where are my margins? Okay, margin right there. Okay, I mean, so I have space to essentially do something like this, blip 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 blip, and then have Blight's Bog right here. And I'm going to try that. I'm going to see what that looks like. I know it's not ideal, but I am curious. And can I make this bigger? I mean, it could go real small. Maybe that's going to be the happy medium. Something like that. Okay, let's copy that. Move it down here. Let's replace the image with, I think Blight's Bog was next. Yep, but this one is going to be different. It's going to be something like, right there, I think. Okay, so here's the thing. Do I try to make, oh yeah, that's something else I want to do. For each section, I'm going to try to have it color coded, but I don't think I'm going to do that till closer to the end. But just so that I have some memory of, oh yeah, I need to color code these things. I have in this section, I have all these have this green outline. So let me copy that style. I think this should work. Copy style, and then bring it down here. Ah, come on. Nope. Do that thing. I'm way off. Went too far. Paste it on. Come on. On this. Paste it on it. Do it. What are you doing? Layers. Am I in the wrong layer? Picture frame. Do I need to do the picture itself? Oh, come on. Come on. All right, fine. You know what? I'll do it another way. You can't stop me. Can't get in my way. You will do what I say. Wait, did I just lose the green outline on? Okay, there's one example of the green outline. Where'd the other ones go? Is it on that and I just missed it? No? I thought I had it on all those. Oh, they're here. Okay. But it's off this one. Why did you go off this one? Okay, let's undo a few times. Because I'm not sure why that... Come on. I know it was on there. Okay, what am I undoing? Undo, apply, yeah, undo, apply to object. Undo, apply to object. Undo current selection. Undo set current page. Okay, now, you don't have it, okay. Undo clear selection. Undo, apply to object. Okay, see, we got it back. So I don't know why it went away. Okay, fine, whatever. Well, here's what we'll do. In this, we're gonna copy this layer. And then typically in the Affinity suite of programs, if you go to another layer, where was it? Right here. Go to another layer, click on that layer, and then do Control-Shift-V. It will usually apply all the layer styles to that. So let's see if that works. Ah, it did. We did lose the text wrap, but we can just put that back on. So we want that square, largest side, 3 millimeters to the right. Close. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me catch up with you guys. Ashley said, God is good, lights are out. Thank you so much for checking, Ashley. God is good all the time. Adele says, right in the game. Oh, but here I am doing it again. Oh, I was complaining about how this is so hard. I can't believe how people can do this. And here I am doing it. Okay, I see. Despite all the work you've put into it, I continue to pray that you soon come to a finality that is satisfying. And thank you so much, Dale. I appreciate your prayers so much. Thank you. Me too. Okay. Now I'm going to copy this. Control V to that. Right. Good. Gonna move this down so it's sort of aligned with the B and blights. I wish this, I guess I could make this bigger. I don't know. Oh, maybe I could do something like that where it's in a table. So I have them sectioned so I have a table with 2 cells and then 1 cell at the bottom for Galmany Junkyard. I think that's what I'll do. So let me draw a table here. Which one's the table? There. Here we go. Table. Okay. Table tool. I just want to draw a table. Whoa, not that many. My goodness, that's a lot of rows. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Where can I can change this. How do I change how many fields there are? Or do I just, let's see. I just want 2 rows. So I guess I could just do one of these. Whoa, come on. Go away. Delete rows. So I thought delete rows. There we go. And then I want just 2 columns. So delete these columns. Delete columns. All right, there we go. And now this row I want merged. Merge cells. I don't want any borders on the. Actually, let me keep the little borders for now so I can see where things are going. But okay, so now we're gonna put this image in here, in this cell, V, and then this in it as well, X, and put that in it right here. Okay. But I guess I need to give this a new text wrap, or does it not get text wrap if it's inside a table? Oh, interesting. Okay. That's not great. So maybe I won't be. Maybe I'll have to do 4 columns. So picture, text, picture, text. I think that's maybe what I'm gonna have to do. Did you stop music? Why? I didn't say stop. Okay, replay. Sure, why not? Shuffle. I turn these on. Shuffle and repeat. Loop. Just loop the whole playlist. Sure, do that. Okay. I don't know if you guys can even hear the music, but okay, so apparently, yeah, like I said, I think what we're gonna have to do is copy that, put it here, and insert 2 more rows. Insert column, and then we'll put Blight's Bog picture right here, and then we'll have the descriptor right here. Okay, and I'm going to adjust how these look here in a bit, but just getting things in place. And then these are I'm going to merge these cells, and then we have Galmany Junkyard. Oh, so I guess I'm going to need actually 2 cells. So undo that. We have that one, and then this one will merge these cells. So I have 2. So now we're going to put the image here, and let me go ahead and. Oh, isn't the table in line? Okay, so we'll just move it up there some. And then put the image right here. Edit. Oh no, let me do this. This is usually a little easier. Copy that one. Paste it there. Then replace the image. Replace image with the Galmany Junkyard. Boop. Make this a little bigger. Right, like that. Awesome. And now I'll take all this text and I will put it X right here. All right. I don't know what this one's for, but all right. Now move all this up. Let's try to find the margins. Right, like that. Okay, good deal. Okay, now we need to undo all this weird borders and the spacing's all wonk. D-Tongue says, I was just thinking how nice the music is. Oh, good. Oh, nice. Dale's like, somewhat. How that you can somewhat hear, or it's somewhat nice, Dale? If you want to listen to this on your own time, this is just the Stream Beats Harris Heller. Geez, where'd it go? The Stream Beats Harris Heller. This is the midnight release. I really don't like. You guys probably didn't notice until I pointed out, but this whole like artifacting here because of the green screen. I think I just needed another light on, because essentially there's a light here hitting my face, and then it's creating a shadow on the green screen right here, and that's what's causing this bit is my shadow, and I don't have a light that hits it enough. So I need to find, I don't know if I can get a light that sort of beams from the top or something, but I need something that will help that, because I don't like looking at it. And if I'm playing like a dark game, you don't notice it, but when there's something bright on screen, you will. Okay. Let's fix this. I listened to my share of chill music. Nice, Dale. Okay, let's move. Can I move this one? Yeah, okay. Now let's move this one over. Or can I do that? Okay, I want to know where my margins are. I don't want to move past them. Okay, right there. Okay, that's good. I think now I need to increase the, I don't know, the borders between, the padding between these. So let's do all. No, all the cells, please. The whole table. Okay. Now I want to go down here to cell padding. Right. Okay, they're all the same. So if I increase these, give them more padding, I think that's the way I want to go. Though this is really wonky. Okay, so you know, for something like this now, I'll just make this image smaller. Like so. Good deal. And then for this, is there a way for me to get this over? Oh man, I don't think so. Let's do, let me try this. Can I unmerge these two cells? Because I know these have, can I unmerge? Separate cells, that's what I want. Whoa, that's junky. Okay, we'll merge these three. I think this will be the effect I want. Merge those cells. And then this one will be smaller, I guess. We'll just make this one smaller. I just wish these could text wrap. Why can't you text wrap inside a table? Why is that so hard? Am I asking for too much? Obviously you are, Francisco. Oh goodness. I think after we get this part set up, guys, in a way that I like, we'll probably be done for the evening. Okay, I think I'm all cut up good. Let's see. I could have two separate tables, then I don't have to worry about that. I think that would be easier just to do that. Yeah, I think that's what I'll go for, is two separate tables. I don't really like how this one has such, the text here goes so long. What would be the best option here. Ice bog road. Lava road. Yeah, the text is good like that, but these don't, the images are all different sizes. So if I have all different sizes, I mean, I could do something where I have like picture and then text underneath it, but there's nowhere else in the instruction manual that looks like that, so I think that'd look a little out of place. Maybe. Yeah, because if I have this on its own table, that fixes this. But then this still looks wonky. And if I take off that, take that off, and let me just make there be no let's take off the borders essentially. Borders, let's have there be none, which is one of these. No, that's all. Where's the no borders? Okay, fine. I'll do it this way. No borders. That should work. For the outside. Great. Thanks for that, Affinity Publisher. Thanks. Really, really helped me there. Okay, that's for the outside. Oh, okay. I want this one to be none. Done. Okay, now it should be all gone. Yeah, okay. So how's that look? Yeah, it's weird because Lava Road does this and then Blight's block goes way long. You know what? Maybe I don't want to have to make. Yeah, here, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. It's kind of silly, but I'm going to undo the table and then just make the lava road. I'm going to crop it so you don't get the full arrows. I think it's going to be fine. People can still see it. And the -2 makes more sense. Oh, I need to also update this to say -2 metal, not HP. And I am changing lava road to be that you take damage if you don't have a fire limb or you're not the fire mage engineer. Just so that you have fire matching, the fire area. To get through our pass, you need to have the earth. You have to have an earth limb or the earth mage engineer to be able to go through bitter run through the fairies. They count as one if you're the water mage engineer, have a water limb, and then Blight's bog doesn't spawn corruption if you have a wind limb. So each of them has their own thing now. IGL says, so are these upgrades, improvements, or I'm blocking some of the text, or reimagining based on
My name ain't Roy.
From recent playtest to Lavaroid? Oh my gosh. This is an update to use this whole new metal system that I implemented about 5 months ago. I had not updated the rulebook till then because I wanted to make sure it was the system that I was going to go with and that things were worked out. And it's finally gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel like this is definitely how what the game wanted to be, what God wanted the game to be. And so I'm trying to get all the rules in and done so that we can get this thing sent to people to blind playtest or have blind playtested online. Either of those would work. I mean, it's certainly cheaper to have people do it online, but there's this friend I was talking to. We're both saying how there's just something about being in the same physical space as other people that's so nice in playing a board game. I don't know if you guys feel the same way about that, or it's like, half a dozen one, dozen of the other, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think that's the idiom. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go backtrack quite a bit here. Control Z. So much. Get okay. Get rid of the table. And then after I get rid of the table, I'm gonna save. Okay, and I remember I didn't have the Galmany Junkyard on it before. Okay, so there's the table. There's the picture. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this table because it ended up not being the savior I was hoping for. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do lava road here. We're gonna change properties. We're gonna do. I think we want scale to minimum, maybe. And then, oh no, I don't want that. So I'm gonna want instead properties. Stretch to fit, I think is what I want. Nope, not stretch to fit. That's not what I want. I want sort of a crop. Scale to maximum fit. I think that's what I want. Yes, there we go. That's what I want. And now we're gonna go, so it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and just show parts of it. And then I can adjust this to show different elements. So I think I want to show one of the arrows. Yeah, we'll do like that. Then you see the landmarks or sort of get your bearings where it's at. Lava road, it says the full word, it has the -2, has an arrow. Okay, I like that. I feel like that's decent. I'm gonna make this kind of roughly the same size. Blight's Bog. All right, so now we can decrease the size here some, and then move Blight's Bog up one, or up here. There we go. I think that looks good. Now we'll do the same with the Galmany Junkyard. I'll just copy this down here and update, replace image. Galmany Junkyard, open. Perfect. I think that's good. I think I'll move this over a little bit so it's a little more centered. Awesome. And then I will just make it so that this, and let's increase, well, I don't think I want to increase it too much because the pictures are already kind of aligned. I don't want to make that crazy weird because I was thinking, oh, I'll just drop this down another line, but then by doing that, I'm moving this picture down to here, and then the pictures aren't as aligned as they could otherwise be. But maybe that's fine. Let's see. Let's properties. Don't want that. I want this. No. Okay. Can you just? I don't want that. Oh, it's over here. Jeez, I wasn't even seeing it. Francisco, come on, get it together. Okay, we want bottom to increase so that the text will not go under the picture. It'll all just be to the right of it. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So Lava Road, Blight's Bog, and Galmany Junkyard. We got 3 right there. Fantastic. I don't mind having this space. I'll probably fill it with some art, either more pixel art from the game, or if Paul has some art, I might put some there. Oh, good. We got that done. I like how that looks. Let's do one more thing before we end. So there are these things called, let's see, page sections. Where is it? Not stock, not pages, yeah. But there's section manager. That's what we want. Okay. So there's all these sections that you say, okay, this section is these pages. And by making these sections, you can have the bottom parts of your pages have the right titles, like, because you can have like little bits that say overview or combat or what have you, and could be at the bottom to help people know, okay, I'm in this overall section. So I wanted to do that, but I need to remember where we're at. Okay. So the overview is just is not going to be this double I part. Let's go back to section manager, which was right here. Table of contents. Starts on page 1. Yeah, starts on page 1. Number tells that, but the overview actually restart page numbering, and it starts on page 2. Okay, close. So now we have, wait, why didn't this update? Oh, there we go. Now it updated. Okay, so that's overview. Fantastic. And I'll just leave page 2 as overview as well. And you might be saying, well, it says page 1, but that's because I restarted the numbering there. And it's actually physically page number 2, not just, not the first page. Page section. So now let's see, components is pages 3 and 4. So let's update that. So components, this starts on page, let's see, this will be technically page 4. Continue page numbering. This should work. Let's double check. Yeah, 3 components. So I'm looking down here, page 3. So double check here. This is page 1, overview. Overview 2, which we don't have anything right now. That's fine. We can update that later. Components. Also, are you at the top of the page? No, you're not. Okay, I thought that looked a little lower than it should have been. Components should be right there. There we go. Okay, and then yeah, all these things could be higher. I don't know if I want to adjust. Yeah, we'll adjust. And just go. Ah, darn it. It didn't get the picture beneath. Okay, there we go. Right there. Good deal. Okay, so components down here. Good, that's 3 and 4. Now setup is going to be 5 and 6, but right now it says components, so we have to change that in the section manager. So components, then this one is going to be setup, or you could say game setup. And this is going to start on page 5, I think we said. 4, page 4. Continue the numbering. All right. So what? 4, page 4. What are you doing? No, page 4, I said. Oh, do I have another one going to page 4? Components goes, okay. Starts on page 4. Yeah. But, oh, components starts on page 4? Oh, yeah. Okay. Because it's not the way I'm numbering, it's the other way. So it's this components is actually, yeah, page 4 and 5. So setup is actually 6 and 7. So setup starts on page 6. Okay, and then we have, okay, so that's setup is technically page 6. Then how to play is going to be this next group of pages starting on 7, or technically 8, but this is how to play. How to play. Okay. I don't know if I want to have the subsections. I might do that, but I think, oh, these are the main sections. And then the table of contents is a little different in how it's created. But yeah, how to play works for that. And so how to play is just going to be for the rest of this for a bit. How to play, how to play, how to play. And then I feel like me and the locals maybe should, well, no, this should still be under how to play. And then combat is where we can start a new one. So combat starts on page, this is technically page 17. So we'll start a new section. New section at the bottom, or okay, 17 pay, not 17Q. And then this is going to be combat. Combat. All right, continue page. Why? No, I don't. Okay, how do I lower you? Because I don't want you all the way up here. Combat isn't there. Oh, can I undo what I did? How to play is 8 through 4. Yeah. So why are you here? Okay, delete that, I guess. Now, if I do a section here, will it do it to the bottom? No, it doesn't. What are you doing to me? You're so silly. Okay, if I increase this to, let's say, 9, what happens? Okay, now it drops it to the bottom. Jeez Louise, that was silly. Okay, combat starts on 17. So this should actually be 17. And this is called combat. Combat. Okay. Close. All right, here we go. There we go. So how to play 15. Combat starts on 16. Good deal. Then we have all this about combat. Combat setups. Combat steps. This is going to be combat wrap-ups. And then we have component details. So I think I'll go ahead and do this as last. Apparently, I don't know how to spell component. Components, not component. Component details. Or I'm going to go a little deeper into the components. But what does it say? Words are hard is right, Bobo. But I think we're going to be done there, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's go see who we can go raid. Oh no, that's something else. Okay. Belay. Let's see. So we want Twitch. And we'll just look at me for a second. Pause. Okay. So I know Book of Gaming was doing TMNT 2 speedruns. David Abner's doing Simon's Quest runs. Dr. Shields is doing Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. I think we could do anything. Do any of you guys have a preference? I mean, yeah, who'd rate it? If you guys are all just gonna peace out because it's late, totally get that.
You can always go over as Book or Dr. Who.
Yeah, I'm just asking if anyone in chat has a preference. But yeah, while you guys are thinking about it, I'll go ahead and pray. Lord God, thank you so much for this evening, for this getting to make some forward progress on Junkyard Juggernauts. I pray it continues to be more of the game you want it to be, more of a thing that will glorify you, that will allow people to come together either online or preferably over the dinner table or game table, play, enjoy each other's company, have fellowship, and experience a game that I pray resonates with themes of betrayal, yet forgiveness and redemption, and good over evil. But I pray that would ultimately show people your goodness and how you have conquered all evil, and we will be free of it one day. I would pray, Lord, that you protect us, provide for us, that all of us who have prayer, faith, and trust in you would pursue you more and more each day, and that all of us would experience your love, grace, beauty, and truth in a fresh new way. And pray all this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, who left all majesty to come down to our depravity, live the life we went, taught us how we could, conquered sin, overcame death, being raised to you, the Father, making a way for us all to have a right relationship with you where there wasn't a way before. Amen. Alrighty. Amen, amen. I think looks like you guys all went to bed, so I think we're just going to call it a night and not do a raid. But thank you all so much. And until next time, here's your stream face.